Madam President, Mr. Orozco, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me on this microphone, Madam President?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Madam President, do I have your permission to call this meeting, the special meeting of the Deming Public Schools Board of Education to order?
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kroll, can you please take roll?
Yes. Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Present.
Mr. Orozco?
Present. Present.
Mrs. Crumley?
Present. Present.
Mr. Kroll, present.
And Ms. Paez for the minutes? Oh, here comes Ms. Paez. Coming on in. She'll be present as well. Will you please join me in the salute to the New Mexico flag? I'm sorry, the Pledge of Allegiance and the salute to the New Mexico flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico, the Zia symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. Okay, Madam President, for information, I'm now going to call for approval of the agenda as there are no changes. Mr. Kroll, can you please do a roll call vote for the approval of the agenda?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Kroll, yes.
Okay, Madam President, members of the board, we have a couple of items to consider here. Most importantly, items having to do with our recent ETN sale. So for item A, consideration and approval of a resolution approving a lease purchase agreement. I want to call Mr. Adcock, and also online we have representative of our bond advisor, and I believe bond counsel as well. And on your screen, you can see the first item A. Mr. Adcock.
Madam President, members of the board, so this is for our tax, or tech bond that we're trying to issue out, and we have people join us online that can explain this better than I can.
Okay. Go ahead, Kaylee, if you want to explain where we're at in the process here and what this first part of this action is going to be.
Absolutely. Thank you. Just want to
Yes, we can hear you here in the room, Kaylee.
Fantastic. So to just read the final results of the district educational technology note, we went ahead and put $422,000 of education technology notes with the state treasurer's office back on July 29th. With tonight's approval, we will be able to close on the educational technology bill on September 9th. The amount of the increase was determined based on what was in the debt service fund, which was a little bit more than $420,000. So the day after the deal closes, we plan on paying it off and writing it off. Because it's only outstanding for 1 day, interest cost was 4%, the total interest on this borrowing is only $40. So on this slide, we have that the update of September 10th, showing that $40 of interest for a total debt service of $222.06. That essentially, wraps up my presentation. I'll start if you have any questions about the sale results, and if not, then I'll hand it off to Heather to go over the resolution in front of you tonight.
Any questions about the sale itself? There on the screen, you can see, what it was sold for, and a little overnight bid of interest. Any questions regarding that? And then we're going to hear from Ms. Boone about the resolution. Questions? Okay. Mrs. Boone, if you could share with us, please, about this next part of the resolution.
Certainly. Thank you, board members and superintendent. You will see in your packet this time it's a short resolution, which is determining the lease purchase arrangement You had a prior resolution that determined the necessity. This one is to approve the actual transaction. As Kaylee mentioned, it is for an amount of $422,000, and it will be an overnight, so a very quick turnaround on the repayment of it. You'll see the date that it'll be issued, September 9, and it will be paid on September 10. You'll also see in your packet the certificate, which is Exhibit B to that resolution. And this is the actual agreement with the State Treasurer's Office for the purchase of the note that arranges for your lease purchase arrangement. I'm certainly happy to answer any questions, but unless you want me to go through it line by line, I think I will leave it there.
Thank you, Ms. Boone. So for the board's information, we have this separated into just two quick items on our agenda. A is the resolution, and then of course B is the consideration of the approval of the certificate purchase agreement. So what Kaylee and Heather have presented here cover both items A and B. So any questions about A, and we can consider approval of that, and then we'll move on to consideration and approval of the certificate purchase agreement that Ms. Boone just spoke about. So any questions about item A? Hearing none, I'll seek a motion from the board for action item A.
I'll make a motion. Oh, sorry. No?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're good.
I'll make a motion for consideration of approval of the resolution approving the lease purchase agreement.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Okay. Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Go ahead, Ms. Crumley.
Ms. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Thank you. Moving on to item B, like I mentioned, this is what Ms. Boone just talked about, the certificate purchase agreement that is in the packet itself. Hearing no questions regarding that, I will ask for a motion for item B.
I make the motion that we approve the certificate of purchase agreement.
I'll second that.
Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Thank you to our bond counsel and bond advisors on this. I want to thank the board for allowing the addition of these other two items here relative to some PSCOC awards that we received in June. We were seeking some information on these. The deadline to submit these acceptance of awards is August 21st, and I didn't really want to wait until the day before, so thank you for adding these, and I'll do my best to move us through these, and if we have additional questions, we can ask Mrs. Stoffer and Ms. Nips. Item C, Charles, if you want to, you got that on the screen there. As you know, we've been kind of looking at doing some demolishing of a couple items here. We talked about the house on Arrington several times. And then, of course, we have an impending project we're working on to replace Central Cafeteria. The PSCOC will participate 100% in the abatement, preparation, and demolition of school properties. We were able to, in June 25th, get that award letter, and it is in the amount of $636,427. So unless you have any questions, I would ask for approval of item C.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Bobby.
I'll second that.
Okay. Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay, Madam President, members of the board, With that, we have the next item, of course, now that you've accepted the award, is now to consider the acceptance of the quote from Grand Corps to demolish Central Kitchen. I do want to point out, and I did hand out in front of you, well, that's, I'm sorry, it's for the next item. If you are curious why, the amount is different, we already approved the contract for Arrington to demolish that, so this is just for the demolishing of Central Kitchen, and of course that goes as part of that $636,000 on item C. So we have the quote here. We have Ms. Stauffer here and to answer any questions regarding the demolition of Central, and I can try to answer questions too, of course, the demolition of Central Kitchen, which is item D. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make the motion that we accept the quote from Grand Corps in the amount of $428,557.95.
I'll second that.
Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Kroll, yes.
And then, like I said earlier, out of order in the alphabet, item E is we approved a resolution to abandon the house. We had not yet approved the contract to demolish the abandoned house on Arrington, and that's what item E is. So, any questions regarding item E, the demolition of the abandoned house off of Arrington that's near RST? If you were unfamiliar, if there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I actually do have a question.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
long is the timeline when it comes to both of these demolitions?
Ms. Stauffer, if you want to approach the microphone here and give the board a little idea about what the timeline might be on this, Charles is going to turn that microphone on for you. Thank you. Great question, Ms. Pines.
President Crumley, members of the board, Superintendent Wogamith. The last time I did a demolition project with the state, from approval to bulldozer took about 7 months. Just getting the paperwork together, but I think we've got a better handle on it this time. There's a lot of new people there. So I'm thinking it'll take, like if I get all my contract documentation together, it'll probably take me a week, and then he'll get them the PO, or actually we'll have to wait for PSFA to issue them the PO. They do that direct, because they're paying for 100%. And that I don't know how long it's gonna take, but once they get started, it'll probably be a week at each site.
And of course, asbestos abatement does take a while, especially on Central Kitchen. It's going to take a minute to get that done. Correct, Babs? There's a pretty good amount of asbestos there, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other questions from the board on when we talked about Central Kitchen already? Any other questions about item E, the abandoned house on Arrington? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make that motion that we accept the quote from Grand Corps in the amount of $148,867.02 for the demolition.
I'll second that.
Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Kroll, yes.
Okay. On to this next item, which was a great learning process for me, and I thank Babs for really supporting me and informing me on this. So the other application we put into the PSCOC was to get some roof work done on Chaparral Elementary School. So, Babs had that evaluated, and the capital outlay, the PSCOC sent us an award in the amount that you see here of $126,000. $126,000 approximately for what they initially thought was going to be a roof replacement, okay? And so what Ms. Stauffer quickly noticed is that what she really wasn't requesting was a roof replacement. She was requesting a roof coating Because as we know, right, we don't want to replace the whole roof because we're looking at the condition of a couple of our elementary schools here in town relative to replacement. So what a little holdup on this is my concern was, well, if we replace the roof, it's gonna move us on the wrong part of the list. And Ms. Stafford said, no, Mr. W., you know what, they didn't quite get our request right. So she verified for me in July that roof coatings will not affect the ranking. It will just give us some extended life. So the weirdness here on this is that the letter in front of you is actually is the first letter the PSFA sent us in June for design on a roof replacement. But then as Chuck's going to show you here, Chuck, show the award letter really quick. So this is the original award letter that I'm referring to that is going to show, right, there in the box there, the amount for, right, the design for a replacement of the roof. Then the next one Charles is going to show you is the memo that Babs immediately sent up to them, letting them know we need to have a technical correction on this award. So if you scroll down, you can see the memo from Babs that she did share right here in June, saying we need to do a roof coating, and that is what leads to the top of this, which is the technical correction, saying, hey, we're going to correct this award language to a roof coating. Okay, so the motion I'm going to ask for tonight on F, that's why it's so long, is we're asking you to accept the award that was presented to him in a letter, along with the technical correction. That way, when we make those approvals, we're going to approve the letter they sent us on the design, plus the technical correction memo. Then they're going to send us another memo, another letter, with the correct amounts here that you see here for the roof coating. And this will cover accepting the initial award, plus the new memo that's going to come in so Babs can get started on that project. Okay, so a little complex here because of the way the letters were working. So I want Charles, if you scroll up a little bit so you can see this, and then we'll get to this big long one. No, you're on the right page, Charles, back to that table, and you'll have it in paper as well. So as you can see here, the line, the fifth line down that says previously awarded design phase funding, that's the award letter we have. So when we get a new award letter, it's going to actually deduct the amount we're approving tonight out of it. In total, the cost of this new project is going to be, for the coating, the total cost overall is going to be $488,000, but only our part will only be $131,000 when that comes back in. Okay? So again, you're approving the original letter plus the technical correction, and then we'll get us all straightened out. Okay, so I want to make sure I explain that. It was kind of convoluted, and maybe I was convoluted in my explanation. But anyway, any questions on that? If not, I'll entertain a motion on item F.
Superintendent.
Yes, I'm sorry, Babs.
In addition to this quote, I'm also, once they have a PO and a plan, I'm going to have to hire a roof observer. So you may notice that PSFA's awarding more than this cost to cover the soft costs in addition to this work.
Okay. So again, I'll accept an item. I'll accept the motion. Consider a motion to accept item F, acceptance of the PSCOC letter and the PSCOC award letter and the technical correction. Item F.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Paez?
Yes.
Mr. Orozco?
Yes. Yes.
Mrs. Crumley?
Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay. And then finally, and you may have the question on the timeline, we can let Babs add that. And finally, now that we've accepted that award, we'd like you to consider the quote to have the roof coating done at Chaparral Elementary School in the amount listed there. However, our amount will only be that $131 approximately $1,000 when we get the new award letter from the PSCOC.
And you cleared up the question I had. I just want to make sure that we're not going to be in
It was the
trouble.
question I had,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Kroll, that probably held this up from not being in July's meeting.
Yeah.
And it was a good, Babs did a great job of clarifying that for me.
As long
To
as
make
it
sure we
doesn't
got
get
it right.
affected, that's all. We're on.
We got it in writing, we got it
Yeah.
in writing from a couple people.
Yeah.
Unless there's any other questions on this, I'll seek a motion for approval.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley,
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Crow, yes.
Okay, and then lastly, our next meeting, the regular scheduled meeting will be here on August 20th at the Shakopee Administration Building at 5:30 PM. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make that motion to adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Kroll?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Johnson,
Yes.
Mrs. Paez,
Yes.
Mrs. Crumley,
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Orozco,